I bought an old workman's house, the kind that feels like it remembers more than it lets on, and around it a garden, or, well, what used to be one. What I found was a small jungle of weeds, grass pushing up through gravel and creeping across what once were paths. Beneath the gravel, plastic, and beneath the plastic, everything else. Bits of glass, shards of plastic, a rogue spoon, a rusty saddle. If the earth had a lost and found box, this was it. And so, with no real plan but a quiet determination, I began to clear it, a little every day. First, it was all about the cleanup. The goal was tidy soil, a blank canvas. But the earth had other plans. One day, as I sifted through a stubborn patch of dirt, something unusual caught my eye. Round, thick, a strange green hue. It was a coin, a heavy one, with a story waiting patiently beneath the years. I cleaned it slowly, gently, like waking someone from a long nap. And there it was, commemorative coin, over 75 years old. Minted just 2 years after World War II, celebrating the 350th anniversary of the Zijpe polder, the very ground I was now standing on. One side showed the polder's shape, its canals and villages, a proud, solid windmill, farmland, and, of course, a milk factory with stylized smoke clouds that somehow looked like the sky outside my window that day. I had set out to clear a garden. Instead, I unearthed a piece of local history, something made with care, in a time of scarcity, to mark something worth remembering. And somehow it had found its way to me. Later that week, I remembered a quote from Jim Rohn. He talks about the law of sowing and reaping, and especially the third part of that law, that when you do something worthwhile, you don't just get what you came for, you always get more, a kind of divine over-delivery. And the catch? You never know what the more will be. That part is always a surprise. Having personally experienced the third part of the law of sowing and reaping, I want to invite you to pay attention. As you begin to reap what you've sown, there for sure will come an unexpected moment when you will be rewarded with a truly fascinating surprise.